happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, where we talk creativity and media and all that nerdish. I'm your host, Lord Cuss-a-Lot Travis Pointer, a.k.a. the Dragon King, a.k.a. Big T, a.k.a. T-Money, a.k.a. Sweet T, a.k.a. Black Merlin, a.k.a. the HNIC, and I'm joined today by my co-hosts. First of all,
the patron saint of podcasting, the warden, Matt Ritter.
How you doing, Matt?
You know, you can say it when she's not here.
Nope.
You can.
Nope. Not doing it. And also, very special guest, one of my favorite people on the planet, the Gold Get Her, Brit Inez. How you doing, Brit?
What's poppin'?
Not a lot. Good to have you. First time on this show. Not your first time on our content, though.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, kids, what you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing lately? What's going on with y'all?
Let the guests go first.
Oh, hot seat already. Let's see. I haven't been playing much of anything. And I really can't think that you know what I've been watching is Fresh Prince.
Throw it back. Okay.
It's nostalgic. It's nostalgic. Yeah. And I've been taking a lot of naps, so I feel like it's good something for me to watch and fall asleep.
You've been watching the inside of your eyelids, see?
Yeah, basically it's watching me. Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Metric?
Last night, while I was doing one of Olivia's feedings, I watched Y2K.
You were doing one of her feedings?
Well, yeah, so we're formula feeding. So I let Kate sleep, and I stayed up with the baby and did all that, because Kate's had pneumonia anyway, so she's kind of out of it.
Gotcha. I didn't know if you were, been, taking some things so you could, lactate or anything,
I told Kate that I wanted to get fake breast to fill with formula because the baby just naturally goes that way anyway, and I'm tired of trying to move its head back for the bottle. She said no.
Why not?
She said it would be weird and it would make her uncomfortable. For her, I guess.
Oh, okay. I think the baby would love it.
I mean, you don't have to watch,
That's what I keep telling. I tell her that all the time with just about 90% of the things that I do. I'm like, you don't have to watch.
Exactly. You don't have to be here when I do this. You're choosing this.
But Y2K was cheesy but fun. A lot of 90s throwback nostalgia or late 90s.
Oh, that's that. That was the one we watched the trailer for that, didn't we?
Yeah. No, it was a fun movie. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up on Daredevil Born Again, unless they dropped another 2 episodes.
No, they just dropped 1.
Okay, then I'm all caught up. I checked too, and I didn't see anything. And then Travis, not that we were talking about my deep dive searching for porn, but I know we've talked about the show called Gigolos once or twice.
I remember mentioning it before, but I'm not too familiar with it.
Okay, so there was a show called Gigolos that was about male escorts in Las Vegas that was on for a while, and the final season of that show featured one Marcus Bagwell as a male escort.
Buff.
Yeah, Buff. There is a true crime doc that's about 3 episodes called Sin City Gigolos, where one of those men murdered a woman. So I watched that because I had to know which one of these guys flipped out and killed somebody, and it was the last person I expected to do it.
It wasn't Buff?
It was not Buff. Buff was not on the documentary, unfortunately.
He should have been.
Why did he kill her? Did she not tip him or something? What happened?
No. So he was doing this whole sexual healing thing post the show where I think a couple of those guys were like, oh, we're kind of holistic healers with our penises.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his clients.
Wait. Hold on. Before you move any further, I need to know, Brett, have you ever been, healed by emotionally healed or spiritually healed?
Emotionally or spiritually healed. Actually, yeah, I can't say that I have. Yeah.
Okay. See, it's a thing then, Matt. Don't knock it till you try it.
Not by a gigolo, but yeah, it's happened.
Every time I'm with my wife is an emotional and spiritual healing experience.
Amen.
Good.
So I guess they were doing peyote and some other stuff, and he flipped out and hit her over the head with the candle. And there were some unexplained footprints. Like, it was a very interesting documentary. There was a woman that he used to service who was a lawyer who like kind of came to his defense and was looking into stuff and
Service.
some inconsistencies with the Las Vegas police and their investigation. So I'm not 100% sure that he was at least alone in what he did, but or even that because he says he passed out, like he blacked out, woke up and was covered in blood, and he doesn't know what happened. So
that reminds me of what was that Ed Norton, Richard Gere movie, Primal Fear?
Yep.
So that reminds me of, like, I don't know what happened. I blacked out. Yeah, okay.
It's a really interesting watch, though.
Okay.
What is it on? What are you watching it on?
I believe it was on Max, but I can double check that.
Okay, I can find that. I got Max.
Okay.
Playing, I have not had any time to really play. I played a little bit of God of War today. I had to come down and add the tags and do the things for the video. And then I was watching Zoe, and I'm like, hey, let's leave Mom alone and let's hang out here. And I let her run around, do her thing. And I played a little bit of God of War Ragnarok before we did this. So
cool.
But other than that, I haven't done anything. Huh?
How's she adjusting?
She's good. She wants to be involved in everything, and she's still kind of getting used to the idea that after the last 4.5 years, she's not the only thing that is the center of all of our attention, and the entire world revolves around her. But if I ask her to throw a diaper away, she gets up and she throws a diaper away. She gets me burp cloths. She does, pretty much anything I ask her to do. It's the stuff that she wants to do that the baby's not ready for her to do that she has a problem with, where she's like, let me carry. I'm like, no, you're not big enough to carry her around. If you drop her, like, she's still really fragile. We can't do that. Well, why do you get to? I'm like, because I'm a grown ass fucking man. That's why I get to and you don't. You're 4. Chill.
And I hope you said it just like that.
You know me.
Oh man. Anything else?
No, that's about it. Oh, Killer's Game with Batista. We watched that the other day too.
Okay, how was that?
That was pretty good.
How was he?
I mean, he's Batista. He looks weird. He had some work done to his face, or so, I don't know what he had going on. It looked like he had Botox or something done right before they shot. It was kind of strange looking, but other than that, I mean, it's a fun concept for a movie, kind of John Wick-esque. He put a hit out on himself thinking he was dying and then found out he wasn't going to die.
I see. Okay. I haven't played much except Saturday. I completely finished Pirate Yakuza. Like, I got the platinum trophy. And most of it was pretty attainable, pretty easy. It was the last thing I had to do that was difficult. Basically, there's this thing called the Pirate Coliseum, where basically you're doing pirate ship battles and shit in this arena. And you got to win all the matches in the Pirate Coliseum. And then once you've done that, apparently there's another pirate crew that has already defeated all the challenges in the Pirate Coliseum, and you have to face them. And when I tell you this was the hardest ship battle I did in the entire game, like easily 10 times harder than the one to just beat the game. Ridiculously hard. And then right after that, the captain of the ship challenged me to a one-on-one fight. And I, built myself up, unlocked all the abilities and, full health that I can get, the full attack power I can get. I thought I was pretty hot shit. This nigga can do everything I can do. And like, he has this attack where if you don't hit block at the right time, it will completely drain you of your health, even if you're full. Took me all damn day on Saturday to do this.
By the way, hello, Cheech and Jess from the Get Show podcast. How are you guys doing?
What up, Jess?
I'm assuming that was about me and my fake breasts.
I imagine so.
I'd hope so.
Also, Sin City Gigolos is on Paramount Plus because that was a Showtime show, not Max.
Okay.
Yeah. What else was I? Oh, what I've been watching. So I heard about this anime a while back called Kingdom. And somebody in this one group I'm in on Facebook, it's a Dynasty Warriors fan group. What up, Doc?
Hi.
How you doing? Oh, she can't hear me. She don't have the headphones on. How you doing, Doc?
Hi.
Hi. What you up to?
My mom was putting me in the shower
And what, you want me to see your shirt?
yeah.
That's a cool shirt.
It is a cool shirt. I like it. All right.
Yeah.
Which some those charges his friend's name again?
Brit. Say hi to Brit.
Hi.
Hi, Brittany.
So formal. How are you?
Good.
That's good.
All right. Can we talk to your dad? All right. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Can you say hi to Brittany?
I already said hi to Brittany, yes.
She's making sure. Oh, my girl.
Mm-hmm.
But this Facebook group I'm in, it's all Dynasty Warriors fans, and they said this like feels just like Dynasty Warriors. You should watch it if you blah blah blah. And I got like 3 or 4 episodes in. I'm like, no. It was
I watched a live action Dynasty Warriors movie once.
I know it was on Netflix. I was one that told you to watch it.
Okay,
Yeah. This was an anime, and it was not good. It wasn't even really Dynasty Warriors. It just I guess they said it gave them that kind of feel. But you know how you hear people when they have that argument of watching subbed anime versus dubbed anime, and the people that don't like dubbed anime say that the voice acting is so bad and blah 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 blah. This is the kind of thing they would point if they were going to say the voice acting in English was bad. But my argument still is, I don't know if it's bad in Japanese either, because I don't speak Japanese. Who the hell knows? But anyway, got a few episodes in. Not into it. But then there's other animes I started watching and stuff. It's a whole thing. I won't get into that. But last night I watched a documentary. Do you all remember, the Disney classic? I'm sure you do. Goofy movie.
Of course.
Yeah.
Disney Plus put out a documentary last night about the making of a Goofy movie. Watched that shit last night. It gave me all this stuff.
Wait, is it animated? Is it like talking about?
It's a documentary. It's just them talking about making the movie, like people who worked on it and all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it was actually really good. They were, just talking about the process and how hard it was for them to make it actually, because Disney really wasn't into it at the time, and the one that was really championing for that movie to get made and all that kind of stuff ended up getting fired before it was finished, and they basically just, set it out to die. And
is that because it was a Black Disney movie? Everyone knows Goofy. What? Everyone knows the Goofy movie is a Black movie. What?
I know. I don't think they knew that at the time, though. I don't think they knew that when they were making it. Like, I really don't think they knew that when they were making it. I don't think that all of these white people making this movie knew what they were doing.
Knew exactly what they were doing. Exactly what they were doing. Like, I forget the little dude's name. Who's the singer? Kevin
Campbell.
Yeah, come on now. No, that was Black movie. But I was just asking. Okay, I got you.
Powerline was a dead giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
We knew that as kids. Like, it was very obvious to me.
I mean, I knew what it was, but I grew up watching black movies with you my whole life, so like it wasn't a thing for me.
But yeah, man, it was. And it's funny because they were just talking about the heart behind the movie and everything, and how I forgot what this dude's name. It was, I don't know, some white dude name. But he was basically, when they came back with the first storyboards for it, it was like a whole lot of slapstick, like goofy shit that Goofy used to do all the time. And he was just like, I don't like this. Where's the heart?
The heart.
And,
The heart.
yes, the heart. Where's the heart of this movie? Yeah. And
Are you, Justin? Are you asking who Powerline is, or were you making the same statement I did about Powerline?
I feel like he's asking who.
I don't know.
Because as the guy who produces all of the music for us, I feel like you should definitely know who Powerline is.
You definitely should. But I think he's saying, yeah. He said I was making the statement.
Oh, okay.
Then he put a question mark there, so it threw us off. I get it. But yeah, he's like, where's the heart to this movie? And because the thing is, they had to go back and redo the storyboards and all that. That's how you really got this real, heartfelt story about this father and his son and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't just a whole bunch of slapstick goofy shit. And it's funny because I remember a couple years ago, I remember like just, I always loved that closing song, Eye to Eye,
Mm-hmm.
but like a couple years ago, I actually like paid attention to the lyrics to the song. And I'm just like, oh shit.
Is it deep?
Yeah, man. Like if we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never to fall apart. And I'm just like, okay. And then there's other lyric in the song where it's like, if you're ever lonely, you don't have to be. Because after all, it's only a beat away from you to me. And I'm like,
Bars.
Yeah, man.
Bars.
Like, just look inside and see,
Now I gotta watch the movie.
You should. Like,
I have to now.
I absolutely love that movie. Like, so much so that when Disney Plus first came out, the first thing I watched on Disney Plus was the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Gargoyles. But
Are you having fun?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See, like saying Travis. See, exactly. He just get it. Just get it.
It is a classic. I'm gonna give you that. I hope they never like mess it up and make it into like one of those live action, like they've done so many of them and messed them up.
Yeah. I doubt they'll do that with this one because
It's gonna look like Winnie the it would look like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey if they tried to.
Yeah.
It would be creepy.
Well, all right, y'all. I want to thank you all for watching us. Those of you not watching live know that you can watch us live by going to twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, we'd appreciate you subscribing and following. And if you want to subscribe for free, you actually can do so. It's pretty easy if you got Amazon Prime, because if you got Amazon Prime, that means you got Prime Gaming, which means you get a free subscription every month. But how does Prime Gaming work? Let me tell you. You take your Amazon Prime account, take your Twitch account, you put them together, Fusion High, they come together and they form Prime Gaming. Gives you a free subscription every month, and we'd appreciate you giving that to us because we feel like we're pretty awesome. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World, and we'd appreciate you subscribing there as well. That don't cost you nothing. That's the free 99. What I also want you to do though is look next to that subscribe button. There's a little bell, and hanging from that bell there's a little bean. So what I want you to do is I want you to flick that bean. You do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop a new video, all that good stuff. Lots of fun things for you to watch. Now, I think we can go ahead and get into our topics. And I believe what I should do is I should let our guests go first. So, Brit, what is your topic?
So, you could be Superman for a day. What powers would you have?
Okay. So, like, I just wake up this morning and I got Superman's powers. What am I doing?
Mm-hmm. What are you doing? And which powers, would you use? Because, there's so many of them. I doubt you use all of them. You might.
Oh, I'd find a way to use them all.
All of them?
Yep.
I don't think there's enough time in the day to use all of them.
There are 24 hours in a day, and one of those powers is super speed. I bet I can find a way.
All right. Okay.
Did you want to go first? You want us to go first?
You go first. I'll go next.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of places in the world that I haven't seen, so I'm gonna go to a few of those. Fly on down to Bora Bora for a while, just because, not a long time, but just to, be there, put my toes in the sand, look at the waters and all that kind of stuff. Like, oh, this is beautiful. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that I can fuck with, but there's only one that I truly want to fuck with. I want to take a trip to the White House, So first thing I do, there's things around here that I can use to disguise my face and everything, because I don't need consequences after I do this, because tomorrow I don't have Superman's powers no more. So
you just need your glasses on. All you gotta do is wear your glasses. No one will know who you are.
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Because one of those powers is to become absolutely a different, unrecognizable person if you're wearing your glasses. You are absolutely right. But yeah, I take a little trip to the White House, Not saying what I do or who I do it to, but I'd take a trip to the White House. Let's just say that, and things would be better the next day.
You'd have to do a lot of work, because just one person ain't going to fix the problem.
I didn't say it'd be fixed. I'd say it'd be better.
Maybe.
Okay.
One step.
I think there's like progress. 3 or 4 people in that chain of command that,
Well, I hear you. One step is still progress. So, and I didn't say I'd only take care of one. And I didn't say what I would do.
You said you would visit.
Exactly. I just said I'd visit the White House.
So, like, what powers would you use at this visit?
Well, in which one was it? There was, I think it was the Elseworld Superman, where like he did this thing where he didn't kill people, but he was a little wild, and he used his heat vision right into their brain and basically lobotomized them. Okay. So that would be the main thing. I don't know how much of a difference that would make on certain people there, but
not too far off.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the number one priority is, there's a few people I'd, right in the brain, because then you're like, I didn't kill anybody,
Not directly, no.
Yeah. Performed a little surgery.
Okay.
A little unauthorized surgery. But yeah, those are the main things I would do. Make a couple visits, and the main visit be to the White House.
So that's like the one thing on your list to do. That's
the main thing. That's the main thing.
Okay.
Yeah. What about y'all?
You want me to go?
I don't care. I can go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to wake up and take advantage of the superhuman strength. I have to do it, and I gotta go have like a bomb ass lift and like.
I just go lift some heavy shit.
Yeah, I gotta lift the heaviest shit possible. So my legs look like a centaur when I'm done. Like I gotta do it, and then that's first thing on my list. Okay. After that, let's see. I would fly home because my legs are trashed, so I gotta fly home. And I'm gonna get Mowgli because I want him to come hang out with me for the day. I can bring my dog, right?
Nothing stopping you.
Okay. I've never seen him like fly around with a dog.
Well, he has his own dog, and his dog can already fly on his own. So,
but Mowgli can't fly, so like he could just like be in a little pouch.
You'd have to do something to kind of protect his body and face and stuff, because if you fly at super speed and stuff, it could fuck with him.
I feel like if he can carry people, you can carry a dog.
Right? Because I've seen him do that too. Like, I think he should be good. Anyway, I want to come home and get him so he can hang out with me for the day. Mm-hmm. After that, I gotta go see some places. I will want to go to Antarctica because I'm just curious to see it, and I know I would never go. Like,
what else would you? Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I would never do that in like my human forms. I'm like, all right, let me go see what it's about. All right,
so the penguins and shit.
Yeah. I do that. I hit all the continents.
I was just seeing her in the background.
Hi, she can't hear us.
She's yelling something about a limo. I have no idea what the fuck she's talking about.
I don't know how you don't laugh all day. I don't take life that seriously to have a kid. I'd be laughing all day.
Okay.
I meet cinema.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Well, good for you.
What else would you do, Britt, or is that it?
No. So I would do my little rounds, go to different continents. So I want to take advantage of these telekinetic powers that I have. And I just want to go around and just fuck with people.
Want to take advantage of what now?
Telekinetic powers.
Okay.
And like, I probably would. I don't hold grudges, but I would visit a few people from the past and just start kind of. I just kind of start fucking with them. I would, yeah. Thoughts, conversations, intrusive thoughts. I'd plant some seeds in there and do all that because I want to. Let's see. I probably would want to do something for the kids, but I don't know what. Like, I probably want to build something cool, like some kind of cool ass like playground, something that I've always wanted that I never had, and they could go
a little fortress of solitude for them.
Yeah. I want to do something like cool ass shit for that. And then after that, I mean, I would probably just fly around and just do whatever I felt like doing. Like, those are like the kind of the big things that I want to do.
Do I get to pick the day?
Oh no, and I want to go buy a lottery ticket. I forgot. I left that out. Yeah. A few lottery tickets. Because he has superhuman intelligence, so he will be able to predict what the lottery numbers are going to be. So the next day, I could go play the lotto, win the lotto, and then boom, I don't have to work again. But I'm not Superman anymore.
That's one way to go about it.
What would you do? Like steal money from like all the banks in the world and fly?
Not all the banks.
Yeah, but you have to put it somewhere.
He is going to go to the White House, and there's a very rich man hanging out there that he could probably.
Right, but I'm trying to do this and not get blood on my hands like the next day. Because you got to forget, the powers are going to wear off. And then what are you going to do with all this money that you just stolen?
You find a place to hide it. If I can rob a bank that quickly, I have time to hide it somewhere. You know, I don't think it'd be that difficult.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to get to it after that day. Then what?
I'll find a way.
Okay, see, you only got 24 hours.
Do I get to pick the day that I get these powers?
Britt?
Oh.
It's your topic.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so it is well known that I am not a fan of Superman. So what I'm going to do while I have Superman's powers is I'm going to kill Superman the way he killed Zod. But I'm going to do it right during the main event of WrestleMania Night 2. I'm going to crash into the WrestleMania stadium through the roof with Superman, and I'm going to snap his neck live on TV in front of everybody.
So you're picturing this as you have Superman's powers for the day, and Superman is also there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So both of you guys have his powers, or you have his powers and he doesn't have his powers? And that's
no, he does not have. I have his powers. He does not.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you're taking it as you took the powers from Superman. Okay,
even if Superman did have his powers, I feel like I'm confident enough that if we were equal strength, equal everything, that I could take Superman.
Bold statement.
You sound like those folks that are like, yeah, I could fight a bear.
I'm trying. Or an alligator.
Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Alligators are basically dinosaurs. I am not fighting a dinosaur.
You ever watch Swamp People?
No.
My parents watch Swamp People all the time. That's like they shit. And it's just basically these folks in Louisiana that hunt alligators.
So it's like Duck Dynasty, but they just hunt alligators?
Yep.
Interesting. Do they wrestle them too?
No, they usually have like some kind of thing that kind of gets them kind of hooked onto a line or something like that, and then they'll have like a shotgun or a rifle and shoot it in the head.
See, I don't have a desire to be that close to an alligator ever.
Me neither, but apparently there's good money in it.
What do you do when you hunt them?
Usually it's like the skin and all that kind of stuff goes for all the money.
All the boots and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How many people you know that got some gators? You know.
I forgot all about gators just that fast. Okay, you're right. Don't they make? It's like they cook alligator too. I heard chicken.
People eat it too. Yeah.
Everything tastes like
chicken. I feel like I have at some point, but I don't really remember it.
Okay.
I feel like it was like when I first moved to Florida, I had it, but I don't really remember.
It seems like a very Floridian thing to do.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. What about y'all out there? If you had Superman's powers for the day, what would you do? We want to know. Put it in the comments below so we can talk about it. All right. Okay. How about a trailer, y'all?
Okay.
Let's do it.
I don't know what we're about to see.
That's never good.
This is for something called A Breed Apart. And it's the official Red Band trailer, so you know how these things go when it's a Red Band trailer. Why are you shaking your head? Oh, the child. Oh, shit. Never mind.
You're fine. No, you're fine.
You sure?
Yeah, she can't hear anything.
Okay.
I can hear you, Dad. I can hear all of you, Dad.
You can hear nothing. I have the headphones on, but good try.
I can hear through the microphone. My dad, superpowers a microphone here.
Oh, your superpowers that you can hear through microphones? That's cool.
I don't know what else can go wrong with this picture.
Maria!
Oh,
damn. Shit.
Hey, when do we get to meet the man himself?
He is counting down the seconds till he gets to meet you guys.
Welcome to Vince-topia!
I don't like guys with just mustaches.
15 years ago, this island
I understand.
became a Hollywood horror story.
Oh.
The film was never finished because the animal trainers just vanished. We are here to help rescue the free-roaming dogs. Whoever bags the most tail waggers will be winning.
Go.
Entire
Because this is a grown-up scary movie.
I think I'm gonna play wild dog catcher in that fucking jungle.
Wait,
You don't need to be watching it.
serious shit.
Do you want to win a fucking island or not?
Go.
Come on, I'll show you.
Mm-mm.
Here's gonna be through the Vince-topia party boat.
Daddy,
Way on the other side of
Daddy.
the We're gonna need some weapons. I really think you should see this. I don't know what they were doing there. I do. Oh, he's so cute. Oh shit, I just kicked a puppy.
Yeah, they don't see that shit.
We either fuse into an unstoppable force, or we fall apart.
First and foremost, that's not how that works. You just don't throw a German Shepherd like that. Second off, I kind of hope the dogs win.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it.
You're right. Because here's the thing. It sounds like they went to that island fucking with them.
They did.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They kidnapped the dogs. They were treating them poorly for the filming of a movie. They got out. They got the revenge. And now these people showed up and they're like, hey, we're going to fuck with these dogs. Like, they were fine. They had a whole island to themselves. They didn't need you showing up. Like, listen, as a white person, white privilege is a motherfucker. You don't need to try and save everybody. You can just leave people the fuck alone. I mean it. Like, just leave them, the dogs, people, everyone, just leave them alone.
Yeah. Because what the thing is, like, so they get the island, like if they clear the dogs off the island, is that what it is? Like
I'm not sure what he said they get.
I thought they said they win an island. I thought I heard him say win an island. I thought, but maybe not. Yeah, no. No way. I have an issue with people like fucking with animals unnecessarily in the first place. Like, no.
That's fair.
I probably would watch it. I don't know if I go to the show to watch it, but I'd probably watch it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll rent that at home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Uncle Travis is hosting a show, baby, and you have to let him host a show.
Monty says she has Superman's power. She hacks systems to clear out all debts and give out grants. Okay.
I love that. That's a good one.
That's why she's better than you and me, Travis.
A lot of people are. I get it. True. I understand.
Man, woman.
Oh, okay.
I'm just, there's zero chance that I won't commit violence if I had Superman's powers. So it's gonna happen. However, Matrick.
Okay. Gotta go. Do not take the cards. Go. Head.
What's your topic, sir?
My topic is.
Hold on.
I want to know.
Hold on.
I have it right here. My topic is since I brought up gigolos, Sin City Gigolos earlier, I want to know what your favorite true crime doc is and why.
Okay. You want us to go first, or you want to hit it first?
I'm gonna let you guys go first because I'm torn between a couple, but I think I know which one I'm gonna go with.
Okay, we'll hit it first. See, mine will be pretty easy because I really don't watch true crime docs. I watch documentaries, but not typically true crime. Like for me, I watch a lot of crime without the real. So it's just like there's a lot of crime and violence and things I watch normally. So I don't need to watch the real kind because that's too much for me. But I believe Tiger King was considered a true crime doc. So
was it?
It was.
I believe it is
a true crime doc. Is it because? Oh wow, interesting.
So if it is, I would say Tiger King because I definitely enjoyed Tiger King. It came out at the perfect time for me too. So
I think everyone was into Tiger King because of when it came out.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like if it had come out like last year, would I have watched it? And I'm thinking probably, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I would have definitely watched it. It was like a train wreck. I couldn't stop looking at.
Yeah. Did you watch Chimp Crazy?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No. What is
that? A bunch of chimpanzees going wild?
Yeah, it's this woman who believes that a chimpanzee that was in movies that she was keeping was part human and raised it as her own child. It's a whole thing, and it is. If you enjoy Tiger King,
what is it on?
Is she unhinged though? Because
on Netflix.
Unhinged.
Oh, she thinks a chimpanzee is her human child.
Okay.
People kind of treat their dogs like that.
I was going to say, like, I know people who treat.
Do you breastfeed a dog?
Oh, I can't say that I do. No, never.
Okay. No, I've never breastfed a dog.
No.
I mean, literally, this woman is convinced that the chimpanzee is part human. She has, I think she calls it a chimp-humanzee or some shit. Trust me, yeah.
What's the name of this? I need to write this down. What's the name of this?
Chimp Crazy.
Chimp Crazy. It sounds like it. Okay, got it.
Whew. All right then. But no, I have not seen that. So yeah, Tiger King is my answer there. What about you, Britt?
So is it like most intriguing, interesting, best? Like what's
your favorite?
Favorite.
Whatever criteria you want to use, whatever documentary is like, this is the one I want to talk about.
So I watch a lot of documentaries too. I'd say the most interesting one though was Dahmer.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. And it was probably because the whole like eating people kind of thing just
like how do you get there?
Yeah, like how do we get here? Like you heard serial killers just want to kill people. Okay, but
All my wife has to do is ask. What do you mean, how do we get there? It's not that hard, Travis.
Well,
you're right. And most of the time she doesn't even have to ask. So
no.
I get it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, very much so. But he was eating things that weren't so pleasant and enjoyable.
True. I watch a lot of horror movies, so
yeah, I was very intrigued like how that whole thing happened and how he like went under the radar for so long. Yeah,
makes sense. So you needed Mara here for this one, man. She watched that shit all day, every day.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Brit Mara said hi, by the way.
Hey, girl.
If you have not seen it, I highly recommend this one as well. Don't fuck with cats.
Okay. I don't fuck with cats anyway, so that.
So basically, it's a documentary about a person who committed a murder and also tortured cats online. And these people who were very upset about the cat torture then formed an internet web like investigator group and hunted this man down and found him when the cops could not. It is the whole thing is from the murder to what he was doing to the cats to how they tracked this man down just because he fucked with a cat. Like, don't fuck with cats because they will hunt your ass down. An entire community came together on the internet to find this guy and get him put away because he was torturing cats on the internet.
Wow.
That's deep.
I like this scripted show on Peacock about it. People making the true crime podcast. Does that count?
Based on a true story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too. Well, I enjoyed season 1. Season 2 got a little weird.
Fair. I agree. Brit, you should watch that one. It's a good one.
Based on a true story?
Yeah. It's on Peacock.
But what about you guys? Do you guys have a favorite? I guess we'll count documentaries, but true crime doc is, Tiger King's kind of about crime. Ship Crazy is also kind of about crime. So we count
we're still convinced that Carol Baskins killed her husband and fed him to a tiger. So, there's
crime involved. Crime.
Everyone knows that she did.
Making a Murderer is where it started for me. Like, me and Kate sat down and watched all Making a Murderer. And since then, everything Netflix drops, we're like, all right, let's check out this, see what happens. And most of them are really entertaining.
I get it. But yeah, what about y'all? Let us know in the comments. All right. Trailer number 2. So there was this trailer from a Tom Hiddleston joint that dropped like 10 minutes before we got started. Y'all want to watch that?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I like Loki. Life of Chuck.
From the mind of Stephen King. You like Stephen King, don't you, Matt?
That is correct.
Shawshank Redemption is a good movie.
I like they went all of his non-horror movie stuff.
Oh, you didn't like Cujo?
No, I'm saying they listed Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, and Stand By Me. Stand By Me is one of my favorite movies of all time.
I thought you were saying you like all his non-horror movies. I'm like, oh, damn.
No. They listed all of them, so I'm assuming this is not horror.
Yeah. What was that one show? I think it was on Hulu. That was like based on a lot of his horror stuff.
There's
me.
Hold on. I need to know. I'll check after this trailer's over.
He's had a couple. I know The Stand is on
there.
there.
Fuck you.
And then I think I know which one you're talking about because season 2 was basically Misery, or a prequel to Misery.
Well, it's Castle Rock. Okay.
Yep. Because everything he does takes place in Maine.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about my topic.
I don't want to.
Too bad. So, if you could take any TV show or movie, no matter what it is, that's not already a mockumentary, and turn it into a mockumentary, like a mockumentary style of TV show or movie, what show would you pick, and how would you want it to be presented? I'll let y'all go first.
When you say how presented, what do you mean? Like by how presented?
Like, like whose perspective is it taken, really? Because
like who'd be like the main character in it?
Yeah. Like to kind of.
Oh,
God damn.
Yup.
Sounded angry. That's intense.
Yeah, it was kind of intense.
Sound like it.
Game of Thrones.
That was one of my answers. Go ahead.
Jon Snow is the main character, but more so, I like, even though I'm not a fan of the show, which we've talked about many times, I like it kind of in the style of The Office because, like, I want those sit-down interviews after all of, like, the incest or, like, when Jamie pushed Bran out the window to, like, sit down and have discussions with them after these moments.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need, is the little sit-down sidebar interviews after all of the fucked up shit that happens in this show.
See, for me, I kind of took a different approach to it, but I was thinking Game of Thrones also. But for me, I was like, I want to be following all the other people. All the people that were just around when all this shit was happening,
Okay.
Like, so not really following Jon Snow or Ned Stark or, Daenerys or any of them. No, I'm talking about like their servants, not Grey Worm, but like Grey Worm second in command, and like, the people who like, are their servants in the castles and all that kind of stuff that are just around when all this shit is happening and just seeing how wild everything is getting over this fucking chair that's made of swords. That's the most uncomfortable looking thing ever on the face of the planet.
See, I'm more thinking like after they poisoned Joffrey, like I want to sit down with the old lady and hear like how all that came to be,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Travis, get that under control.
Look. If I could, I would. But are you gonna look up at God and tell him to cut that shit out? Because I'm not. Solo leveling in Style of the Office would be awesome. I don't recommend a lot of animes to you, Matt. But solo leveling, sir.
Listen, I will put that on my list behind whenever the fuck Dragon Ball Daimla's English dub drops.
I hear you. But yeah.
That I don't have to pay for on Crunchyroll.
That's that shit. You should definitely go with that. What about you, Brit?
I got two movies that I want. First will be Harlem Nights. And it would be from the perspective of Quick.
Okay.
Why? Because but everyone does commentary, right?
Yeah.
There's
usually, certain people that really paying more attention to, like, on Parks and Rec, it's about Leslie, but they interview everybody, or like on The Office, it's, basically Michael Scott, Jim and Pam and Dwight, but everybody gets interviewed,
Because there were a bunch of comedians who did that show. And I think it would just be, who did that movie, and I think it'd just be hilarious to watch them, like, see what they had to say about each other.
Yeah.
Still going on. Yeah.
Especially the ones that were like just great at stand-up periods, like Robin Harris and Red Fox, and just hearing
Prior, they were all funny, and they all got away. I mean, well, now probably wouldn't work because people are very sensitive now. But to hear them all go at it, yeah, I love that. That'd be like a comedy in of itself.
Yeah, just the interviews after the Quick and Vera fight would be some of the greatest shit
of all time.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I love that. You said you had two.
Good idea too.
Oh yeah. So I'm kind of torn on which one I would want it to be, but I'm thinking one of my favorite Tarantino movies, Pulp Fiction. That or Kill Bill. I kind of go back and forth with him. But if it was Pulp Fiction, Samuel Jackson's character.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you got a lot more characters with Pulp Fiction than you do Kill Bill to sit down with.
Yeah, most of them in Kill Bill, they're dead right after the thing. So you know.
Well, you can only talk to them when they're like
alive.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
How much talking are they gonna do after she?
They do the cutaways, they do cutaways in the middle of scenes, often.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction, Samuel Jackson.
See, since you brought that up, Travis, I'm gonna have to go with me and your mom's favorite movie of all time, Tombstone. But I want it from Billy Breckenridge's
really?
Jason
Billy?
Priestley's characters. Yeah, Billy. I want him.
Why Billy?
Because he's not one of these cowboys or lawmen. He is just this implied to be slightly feminine side character that is kind of involved and hangs out with everybody. So he is on the inside, but also on the outside. And he changes sides because he's riding with the cowboys, even though they're not really nice to him and they pick on him and they call him Billy Nilly and all sorts of stuff. Until
they kill old boy.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he changes it up, right? But just rest in peace, Val Kilmer. His commentary as Doc Holliday after scenes, that's all I really want.
Yes,
that's all I really want. But
when you said it, it automatically went to that for me because his commentary in the movie already is hilarious anyway. So, yeah, fantastic choice, man. Fantastic choice. For me, it's funny that Imani mentioned an anime because I was thinking Dragon Ball Z because I need to talk to these people every time Goku does something stupid, giving Cell a sense of being, I want to hear what they have to say. Because I know, they kind of say some things right after it happens and all that. But, I want to hear your unfiltered thoughts.
Gohan's thoughts as he's about to fight Cell and his dad gives him a sensu bean.
Yeah. This fuck you doing, Dad? Or King Kai after it's all Cell stuff. After Goku transports him and Cell to his planet and blows the shit up and kills him. It was all for nothing. Because Cell wasn't even dead. So that was one of the ones I thought of, and I told you Game of Thrones. But also, there are a lot of Disney movies that this would be funny for. Beauty and the Beast. Because I'm just imagining talking to, Lumiere and Cosworth and all them after this chick just shows up in their castle. And it's just what are you doing here? Why are you here? And then oh, are you going to break the spell? Wait, you hate him. This ain't going to work. What are we going to do? And just, we get a little bit of that. But I want, again, their unfiltered thoughts as it's happening. Or the Beast's unfiltered thoughts. Jungle Book would also be a funny one,
Cool though.
Yeah. So those are mine.
Who in Jungle Book?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing I was thinking about with that because they're not in the movie enough for it to really work as well. But I was like the wolves because they raised this little nigga, and then now it's all about, Baloo and Bagheera, but are they still paying attention,
I think they kind of keep watch.
Yeah.
I think they're just kind of in the background.
then how'd the monkeys take him? You know, it's just I feel like they just let him go. But I feel like we need more like shows about wolves and shit anyway, you know, because there's not enough out there about their dynamic.
What?
Frozen, but in the style to catch a predator, the show.
So I need to let y'all know I've never actually seen Frozen.
What?
Like I've seen clips and pieces of it, but I've never actually watched the movie. I'm familiar with the song "Let It Go." You know, I know that's a thing because I got nieces.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I know about that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know about the songs, and I know there's somebody named Olaf, and there's Anna and Elsa. Yeah, that's all I know.
You know what the most disappointing thing about Frozen is?
What's the most disappointing thing about Frozen?
That Young Jeezy never did a "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" remix.
You know what? I didn't know I needed that in my life until now.
I'd watch the movie if he did it.
If he did the soundtrack, oh yeah.
Damn. You just gave me something to think about. What about y'all out there? What's something that exists that you want to see in the style of a mockumentary? You let us know down there in the comments so we can talk about it some more and enjoy the conversation. All right. We got time for one more trailer, and then we'll get on out of here. I'm going to give y'all a choice.
Blue.
The left one.
That's my favorite too.
Tails.
So, Predator, Killer of Killers, or Murderbot.
Or Murderbot?
Yep.
Those are the names of the trailers?
Yep.
You say Murder Bot? Like,
yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Predator's an animated Predator show, I believe.
Correct.
I have no idea what the fuck Murderbot is.
Yeah, I gotta go with Murderbot.
All right, Murderbot it is. Because here's the thing, I don't really know what Murderbot is either. So we're gonna find out together.
I did enjoy your red band trailer with the dogs, though. So, you know, if any one of those white people could speak German, they could have fixed that whole problem.
Security unit, or SEC unit. I was built to protect and obey humans, and humans are idiots. But now that I've hacked my programming, I can do whatever I want, as long as they don't find out.
Now, let's talk security. We need you to select the SEC unit to take on the mission. This is the newest model available.
What's the one behind there?
That's a refurbished model.
Oh, look at that piece of crap. Oh, wait, that's me.
Which is the least expensive? That one, but you get what you pay for.
True.
Shouldn't be so creepy that didn't stand so still. Shh, you can hear us. We can't.
I could. I just didn't care. I was watching the entertainment channels on the company's satellites. I've watched 7,532 hours of content. Shows like The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon.
Did you sleep with that bot? Stars, Captain.
Oh, what now? Run!
You know, I don't normally see a lot of things that make me want to, you know, check out Apple TV Plus, but I'm intrigued.
Stay calm. It'll be okay.
I didn't know that's a face.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet face.
Stop staring at me.
I wasn't. Stop staring at me.
I have been noticing some anomalies with the SEC unit.
Uh-oh.
And when I plugged into its system, the unit was already rogue.
It calls itself Murderbot. That was private.
It's a killing machine.
Murderbot?
Can you stop calling it Murderbot? It's terrifying.
I mean, that's what it calls itself, so I am just being respectful.
Matt, where do I know his face from?
Which one?
Trusted?
Murderbot.
Oh,
Through something.
True Blood.
Thank you.
Contact. You could have killed me.
There was a chance, yes. But everything turned out fine.
It's all fine. Yeah. No worries.
That's not where I thought any of that was going.
Me neither. Me neither.
And because it didn't go the way I thought it was going, they kind of lost me.
I was expecting a more unhinged iRobot when the robots turned.
So was I.
I really was. Like, I was expecting them to like get all their squad, and then they come and do this big takeover of Earth.
Yeah. I was expecting more murder from the murder bot. But I think it went into an interesting direction. I said almost intrigued enough to get Apple TV Plus, but not quite. So I'll never see it.
Apple TV. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
No, passing that.
All right. That'll be it for this week's episode of Creatia Conversation. Britt, thank you for being here.
Thank y'all for having me.
Good to have you. We'll be glad to have you anytime. I want to thank all of you out there for watching. If you're not watching, live, watch later. Please do. But you can also follow us on all our socials, Instagram, TikTok, and the Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Blue Sky, creatiaworld.bsky.social. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, you should check out our Facebook group. One of them being facebook.com/group/them-dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones or House of the Dragon, all that good shit, hop on in there, join the conversation about it. There's, I think, Dunk and Egg is supposed to come out later on this year, so we'll be able to check that out and talk about that. Or if you just think dragons are cool, just drop a picture of a dragon in there because I like dragons. You all right, Matt?
Are we doing Duncan? Okay.
No. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, you want to check out facebook.com/group/smacking around. Matt, why don't you tell them about that?
Facebook.com/group/smacking is an internet community on Facebook that allows you to enjoy wrestling without all of the negativity that you get everywhere else on the internet.
And when you come in there with the negativity, we give you the boot. So we don't do that shit. You can find me on all the socials at Lord
_ cuss a lot. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT.
I'm back now, I think.
You're back. Yes.
I already did the thing though. So just
we already got you.
Except for on Blue Sky where there's no underscore. Where can they find you, Matt?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ritter, at MATTRIDDER for your wrestling content, at Getting Off for your horror content, and everywhere else for both at Smacking It Raw, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky.
And Britt, thank you once again for being here. Plug your shit. Tell everybody what you got going on. Let them know where to find it all.
Of course, you guys can come into my world at Brit Inez on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Those are the big ones.
Okay. I know you got a spring thing going on right now, don't you?
Spring what? Oh, yeah. I got a challenge.
Plug your shit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You mean all the shits. Okay. Yes. So if you're looking to get some energy, feel more confident in your clothes, lose a little bit of weight, make better food choices, come join us, me and the Go-Getters and my baddies. We are having a spring challenge going on right now, and it's free to join. So if you want more info about that, come slide on over to Instagram, DM me about that. And I'm also getting ready to kick off my competition season. So if you guys are into the world of bodybuilding, want to know more about it, make sure you follow me over on YouTube. I'm going to be launching my prep series starting soon, taking y'all through the day in the life leading up to the show.
All right. That'll be it for this week. We'll catch y'all next time. Until then, we out.
Peace.